Hello there. Hello there.
And welcome back to
Hello
Bingothon Summer
Hello there.
2022. I am surrounded by
Hello there.
Obi-Wans,
Hello there.
but
Hello
I
there.
am
Hello
trying
there.
my best to not
there.
get distracted. Yeah, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and so does Bingothon Summer 2022. But we want to leave here on a good note. So let's cap this event up a bit. Like, we have raised a total of $3,500 for Doctors Without Borders. This is not counting Bingothon Ukraine Emergency Relief, which was an unordinary event, I guess, if you want to say that. This was our most successful event so far, in terms of donation at least. And I'm honestly quite happy how this has turned out. Honestly, yeah, here goes a huge shout outs to everyone who was involved in this. But since I am joined here by a lot of people, I would like to ask you, what was your favorite of this marathon? For like, see it as an opportunity to tell the people who couldn't watch everything, what should they have remembered from this marathon?
Tech wasn't a total shit show most of the time.
Let's go.
Isn't that every marathon though? Like, that's not unique to summer 2022.
This is true.
It was there were worse marathon.
I would say not only was the road trip adventure a really good run, Cave Lighter had a great run, but also the bid wars for the blind bingo during that and all the fun we had with that was fantastic. I think that's one, if you needed to show somebody a VOD for like, what's this about? What, do they have, what kind of stuff do they do? What can happen? I would absolutely show them that run.
All
Great.
right.
That was a great like hosting and runner moment. One of my personal favorite runs was Super Metroid, because I don't think we've ever had Super Metroid at Bingothon before.
We
Yeah, that
did
was
a few
cool.
times.
We
It's been
did, however, it's been a
some
while.
time though. It's been
It's
some
been a
time.
while.
I think
Must
the
have been
last
before
time
my
we had
time.
it. Yeah, I think the last
Yeah.
time we had Super Metroid was back in summer 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So
It's
2
been a
years
long
ago,
time.
yeah.
It's been a while then. Also, shameless plug, SSR I hear was a good match.
I should have said what should you have seen, what is not your own run.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, who else do we got here? Gannon.
I liked reading donations because that's pretty much what I did when I helped out with taking hosting shifts. That was fun. I liked it when the people gave money to Doctors Without Borders and I got to read their messages. That was good stuff.
All right. Sure. We take that.
So does Doctors Without
W-
Borders.
W for Doctors Without Borders to end Bingothon today and this whole
Absolutely.
weekend.
Oh, I also liked it when I made my soundboard go, "Hello there."
Hello.
Like that.
I would say the whole host bingo was a lot of fun this year. We didn't do that for Ukraine, which was my first one volunteering. So getting to do that for summer here was a lot of fun for me.
Oh yeah, I do agree. The host bingo board is definitely what makes Bingothon unique among other marathons, say the least. It was kind of hard to fit it into Ukraine Relief, but we're glad that it's back, and we're glad that the people have enjoyed it. Not only the hosts, but I think the viewers did as well. Yeah. Let's continue. Who else is here? Lipper. Well, I guess you already did say your highlight. If you have no other highlight, I guess we'll go over to Pika then.
This marathon has had quite a few really interesting, unique things, I think. I think one of the highlights for many people, I haven't had much opportunity to watch that much, but I know it was something that was really interesting. Apparently, there was the what's it called, the sellout bingo for Illusion of Gaia. I think that was apparently very interesting, really fun for people, and it's definitely a fun idea. It's a really super fun idea, and as always, there's always super fun types of bingos that are being shown off. Beyond that, there are also really great things such as the Breath of the Wild Bingo Bash Season 2 finale as well. That happened on Saturday. There was also, the fact that there was the tiered incentive for Star Wars and for the Old Republic. We've never done tiered incentives before, so it was nice to kind of experiment with something new here. I think that was interesting, and just generally seeing how, like, these last 3 hours have been really interesting as well. Yeah, that last bid war for the blind bingo rematch has been quite well. But putting the word war in bid war, really, that was interesting.
Yeah. I actually kind of want to piggyback off something Pika said with the Breath of the Wild finale. It's always cool seeing the different parts of communities come together like this, because to an extent, the marathon and the Breath of the Wild Bingo Bash are kind of separate entities. So, being able to kind of cross promote them by having the grand finals as part of it was really cool. But beyond just that, I think the prevalence of like the 2v2 and just the general lockout format in the marathon this year was really cool. Solo bingos are great and like regular races are great, but lockout has this sort of tension that keeps you on the edge that tends to keep you on the edge of your seat the entire race, which I think is really engaging as a viewer.
Yeah, I do agree. Like 2v2 lockout, like the that you need to cooperate with your partner, but at the same time you also need to be wary of what is the other team doing, and you need to think for two and think against two. So basically, you need to think for 4 players.
I don't have the stats on that, but I feel like we've had more 2v2 lockouts this marathon than at least most other marathons. Is that just me, or is it just me?
I felt the same way.
More?
That's why I brought it up.
Might actually be.
I just felt like there were more of them this marathon than usual.
It's also possible that like the games that chose to do it were just more memorable than some of the ones in the past.
Maybe.
And like, we're thinking, like these matches were really memorable, so they stick out more. But that should say something about this marathon because of how memorable all the matches were.
I think, looking at the schedules, especially like on, it was on Saturday, there were like this 1, 2, 3, 4 matches on Saturday.
Yeah, I was like saying like if Friday was like the day of blackout, since we had like I believe 3 blackout bingos in a row, then Saturday was definitely the day of lockouts.
Yeah, you're right. Like the first couple, we did have 3 blackouts in a row, and then 2 triples and another blackout. So
yeah,
4 lockouts in a row on my Saturday night, or Friday night rather, into Saturday morning, and a total of 8 lockouts across the whole marathon. It looks like.
Oh damn, that is a lot.
Yeah. Oh, and looking at the schedule, that reminded me, Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania run was absolutely insane.
Yes, I do agree. I would have said that as well because nobody else has mentioned it yet.
Yeah. It just popped out to me on the schedule. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Such an insane show of skill from all 4 runners involved in that. Like literally came down to the last, down to the wire.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it
So-
literally came down to the wire.
Down to the wire.
Yeah,
Those of you who watched that will understand that joke.
yeah. What I wanted to catch on still real quick, because we talked about the Breath of the Wild finale, and if there are people out there who would also like to organize like a bingo tourney, and or just want to show some bingo content, and yeah, then always feel free to reach out to either me or Pika. We're glad to show any kind of bingo content here on this channel, especially in the off season, where we're trying to maintain the channel in the off season as well, like in the off marathon season, basically. And I think so far we're doing a fairly decent job at that, I would say. Now you can look forward to more Breath of the Wild weekly bingo matches, definitely in here. And as we've announced the second season of the Blind Bingo series as well, and yeah, we'll probably be in contact with the Super Mario Sunshine community again as well for season 5, I believe, of the Blockout Bingo League.
I think there will be 5. Yeah.
Whenever that comes around, probably. But yeah, definitely something to watch, even if there is no marathon around here. So definitely, if you like watching this on the Speedruns Live channel, do consider giving the Bingothon channel a follow here as well. So now that I have some time to talk again, I would like to go over my personal highlights here again as well. I'm trying to pick like one highlight per day, basically, and since Super Monkey Ball already has been mentioned, like I would start with like for Friday, I would probably say Revenger was really cool. It was like short and sweet, and X-Wing did a very good job of like showing off what the game entailed and what the game is all about. And it's a great game. Definitely should have watched that, in my opinion. For Saturday, since Super Monkey Ball already has been mentioned, I would say I really had fun with the Animal Crossing bingo. It was really chill. It was something different. It was nothing fast paced. It was just like relax, sit back, and watch this guy just fish and show his knowledge about what he knows about the game. And with the added villager bingo, it may not be something for everyone, but I certainly enjoyed it, honestly.
Yeah, that definitely was good.
Yeah, and for Saturday, Sunday, I mean, here now, basically go rewatch the Blind Bingo rematch. That was super awesome. You guys did an amazing job at that, and yeah, definitely something to rewatch, in my opinion. But yeah, this marathon would not have been possible without a lot of people, and this is where I will do a lot of shout outs. So and I will forget people. It is just I cannot remember all people. So I'm sorry if I'm forgetting anyone. First of all, shout outs to all the runners and commentators who like submitted a run and talked about their runs and showed off their runs. Without them, it would not have been possible to pull this off. Like the runs are basically the core of the marathon, and yeah, of course, the viewers at home, the donors, you guys, you're amazing. You have reached $3,500 in donations for Doctors Without Borders. You guys are amazing. You've kept us also a very strong viewership. We've been like constantly, I feel like over most of the time we've been like over 100 viewers as well, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, a huge
We've been
shout
on
out.
150 a lot.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Saw
A
200 a couple of times too.
Mm-hmm.
A huge shout out also goes out to all of our volunteers, which is volunteers in tech, hosting, and social media. Everyone did a great job regarding that. Like, really. And so far, that there are a few personal shout outs that have to be done here. Shout outs to the Bingothon staff, including Trix, Stacy, and Labellock, who of course also helped a lot in like preparation and stuff. And without those people, it would probably not have been possible to pull off this marathon in this quality as it is. And of course, even though I scream at him a lot, Pika also did his job, and yeah, Pika also has a huge part to play in this, even though I tend to downplay him a lot, and tend to scream at him, "Don't." But deep down, I know that I can't do it without.
Oh well, if I can be useful, then that's what's good. Yeah.
A massive shout out again as well to a Team 17, our sponsor, who have come in with that $500 donation, and also provided the prize packs and the grand prize. Speaking of prizes, by the way, we will likely be drawing those prizes within the upcoming week. And yeah, go make sure to. We will also announce in our Discord and social media when we've done that. So when that is done, make sure to take a look around in your Discord DMs or your email, because we will message you there. And
But of course, the biggest shout out goes out to our main organizer, Flo, who, like, what do you not do? You do tech, you do social media, you do hosting, you do sellout, you meme and chat, you did a run, you did preparation, you made layouts, you did the schedule, all the stuff. Like, seriously, without you, there would be no Bingothon. So, big shoutouts to that.
It can't be understated how key Flo's work is in every single marathon. Definitely can agree with that.
God damn it, guys! Now I'm crying. I hate you.
We only say because it's true.
Ah, man.
Pika and you both deserve to be recognized for what you do for this marathon. So yeah. Cry, that's not my problem.
Wow.
A new one.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't have any doubts that with Floa like steering the ship, things will be just alright with Bingothon. Things will be okay. You can definitely trust him with the direction of how things will go.
It doesn't help the fact right now that it's still like 30 degrees or something like that in my apartment right now, probably.
Yeah. terrible.
Mixing the tears with the sweat. It's gonna be weird.
Yes.
It actually rained here earlier. That was really nice.
Oh wow. I wish we would have had rain. It's been like 30
sweat.
degrees over the whole weekend here, and I think if I've ever experienced a summer bingothon, it was this one for sure. I pretty much had my curtains closed all day, just
sweat is
like
just your
not
body crying.
melt. Oh god.
We need someone to make a melted profile picture now so that he can change it to that.
Yes. Yes, please do.
Floa too melted.
Yes. Yeah. Is there anything that I forgot to say? Nobody's saying anything?
Feedback?
So-
Maybe?
Feedback. Exactly. Feedback.
Yeah,
Very
feedback's good.
important. How could I forget? I can't type. But that's nothing new. Feedback. Very important. You guys loved Bingothon Summer 2022, obviously. So, yeah, please fill out the feedback form. Feedback helps us tremendously. And even if it's a minor nitpick, just put it in. And yeah. Yeah, and also please take the time to like actually fill out the text questions, because they're the ones who really help us improve on stuff. Like, if you've got any feedback, that's the thing where to put it. And yeah, we'll read all feedback. We're discussing that in a meeting after the marathon and all. So yeah, please go put feedback in. We'll also advertise that again on Discord later on. So definitely make sure to fill out the feedback form. Alright, feedback is done. I did the shoutouts. We did the highlights. I guess next up would be the bonus run.
Bonus run.
It might just be that time.
All right. Well then, I know it is kind of late for Europeans, and if there's still any Europeans who are not staying, you guys are absolutely amazing, and have a good night. I know it's late, so yeah. But for those who are staying, you guys are in for a treat. So definitely don't go anywhere if you don't need to go to bed, because coming up in hopefully not after a too long intermission is something crazy. We still have no idea how it's gonna work out ourselves, so chaos. And with that, thank you everyone. You guys are absolutely amazing. Bingothon Summer 22 has been amazing, and keep an eye around on our Discord, on our Twitter, on all of our social medias, basically, for winter 2022 dates. They should be announced within the next 3 months, probably.
Usually it's announced by like somewhere around September or so, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
So-
that's like
September,
the
October.
next 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely make sure to keep an eye out on that.
Mm.
And yeah, you guys have absolutely been amazing. My name's been Floha, and thank you.
Doctors Without Borders was formed in 1971 in France by doctors and journalists who'd worked in the famine and war in Biafra, modern-day eastern Nigeria. Their aim was to establish an independent organization that focused on delivering emergency medical care quickly, effectively, and impartially for people most in need. That's what we've been striving to do ever since. And today, Doctors Without Borders, which is known internationally by our original French name, Médecins Sans Frontières, or MSF, is a global organization. At any given time, we have literally tens of thousands of staff operating in more than 70 countries. Right now, we are more than 30,000 professionals who come from every corner of the planet. These are some of the faces of my colleagues, a cross-section of people who work for Doctors Without Borders around the world. Most international staff are deployed for months at a time, depending on the needs, the circumstances, or a field worker's skill set. We are doctors, nurses, midwives, and other healthcare professionals. We are builders, organizers, and problem solvers. We're multinational, multicultural, and multi-talented. In a sense, we're a lot like you. So now let's talk about what we actually do. Broadly, Doctors Without Borders delivers emergency aid to people in need. People affected by armed conflict, natural disasters, and epidemics, or people who have been denied medical care for political reasons. Our actions are always about our patients. Each person is treated with humanity and respect. We're independent from political and economic agendas or anyone's military objectives, and we believe deeply in neutrality. Doctors Without Borders does not take sides in an armed conflict or make statements about who's right and who's wrong. We're also impartial. Our actions are based on what we have independently verified as the needs of our patients. We treat people regardless of race, religion, or political affiliation. It's our ability to translate our principles into action that sets us apart.
Peggy 16.